exhibition. I'm Jazzy.
I'm Manix.
We took our chemistry and our humanities after elements on the periodic table.
Yeah, we looked at a lot of different elements and their like characteristics, and we translated that into like personality traits and put them into a script.
Yeah, so we hope you like it, and if you could take the time to turn off your cell phones, and we hope you enjoy it.
Detectives, I'm glad you're gonna get out here. I know you're busy men. This way, sirs.
I'm Detective Argon, and this is my partner, Detective Boron.
Well said, Sergeant. I heard this is rolled as homicide.
Yeah, we're not too sure on the details if we're getting there. Male, late 30s. He's throwing a dinner party for his employees.
A nice guy like that would be the last guy to get killed if you ask me.
Well, what have the witnesses been saying so far?
It's hard to say. They're all saying the same damn thing. He just dropped dead.
Victim's name is James Carvin, about 39. Time of death was 45 minutes ago.
Do we have a cause of death yet?
We found some foreign substances inside his bloodstream, possibly an overdose.
So, we're ruling out any other conclusions?
Well, what else could have killed him?
Poison?
That's a possibility. We'll take this body down to the coroner's office for further testing.
Well, give us a call if there's any further developments. Has the family been informed yet, officer?
Yeah, his wife's there. Her name is Bonnie Hydrocarbon. You should probably start with her. The rest of the people here are gonna get some work.
We'll take it from here. Thank you, officer. A seemingly innocent dinner party, interrupted by a possible murder. James Carvin invited all of those who were closest to him here, to his home. And now, it looks like one of them killed him.
No witnesses and no solid evidence. I guess the two of us will have to dig past all of the layers and outer shells to find the truth. Excuse me, ma'am. My name is Detective Boron, and this is Detective Argon.
Nice to meet you, man.
Adamsport Police Department. Bonnie, really appreciate it if we had your side of the story. Could we ask some questions about what happened here tonight?
Well, alright, I'll answer some questions as best as I can.
Are you sure that's wise, officer? Miss Bonnie's just been through a traumatic experience. Wouldn't it be best if you rested for a while instead?
I don't think I caught your name.
Can you believe this guy? He doesn't know who I am. I'm Floyd Oxygen, head of finance for the company. You don't have the right to force him to say anything to you.
I'd actually think it'd be best for Bonnie if you took a walk to the other side of the room.
Hey, you can't tell me!
Floyd, just listen to the detectives. Believe me, I'd rather have this done with as soon as possible.
Miss, I'm sorry that you lost your husband. But we're here to figure out whoever did this to him, and that'll be a whole lot faster if we can get some background on him. And what was his work like? Was there anything troubling in the past few days? What, stress? Anxiety?
Well, I don't think I'm going to be helpful in that way, detective. I just don't know who would want to do this to him.
It's fine, miss. We've all had a rough night. Let me try to be as brief as possible. Let's start with this. What can you tell me about your husband's business? All of it legal, I hope.
It better be.
Yes, of course. James ran a pretty big stock company that deals with bonds and exchanges and that sort of thing. Tonight he decided to host his annual dinner where he invites all of his most hardest working employees. But a few nights ago he said he was thinking about canceling them for some reason. Maybe because he got into some kind of a fight with his cousin over there. He's a senior member on the board.
Oh, really? What was the fight about?
Kent is James Carvin's cousin. He's a stockbroker and had a few years of experience before he resigned to go work for James. The company's been really quite successful lately, but they will still fight for hours and hours about different strategies and investors. They could never quite agree on the best course of action. Sometimes Kent and his partner Steve would threaten to leave the company.
You may not think so, Bonnie, but you really are being helpful.
I appreciate it, Detective. Sometimes James would get so fed up with them that he would think about changing his will and leaving the company to somebody else.
Did Mr. Carbon ever say he felt threatened in any way by Kent? Any information leading up to the events of today can help.
Well, I don't think he ever felt physically threatened by the two of them, but it was obvious that there was some bad blood beginning to boil. Sometimes he thought it might turn into something more serious, though.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. If we find out anything else, we'll come back and find you.
Bonnie seemed very convincing. We might need to speak to this Kent Titanium guy. I can see why Mr. Titanium may be guilty. James was running the business, but Titanium felt like he'd be better than him at making bonds and exchanges if he were in charge.
And that could only happen if the company had a drastic change in leadership?
That's not what happened. That's absurd.
Not even close. We can tell you what really happened.
Yeah, we're really happy.
And why should I believe you? You'd have everything to gain with Carbon out of the picture, wouldn't you?
We would never kill James. How could you think that? How could you accuse us of murdering him in cold blood? He was like a brother to us.
Yeah, like a brother. And it's not for freedom judges before we even get a chance to speak our sides.
Speak our sides.
Well then, sit down and enlighten me.
This is how it really happened.
Really happened.
It was just wishful thinking. It was purely innocent small talk, see? See, shut the hell up. We never do something to get rid of him. I mean, sure, he was a stubborn pain sometimes.
Stubborn pain.
But that doesn't mean we had to kill him over it.
Really? Huh? Maybe you've wanted to see yourself in that boss chair for a very long time now. Wanted to see how good things could be going for you if you had all of the connections.
Connections.
Steve, come outside.
Maybe you've been planning this for months and knew that dinner was your chance to strike. What about you, Steve? You have anything to do with this?
I would never kill James. He gave me a job when I needed it the most, and I took it.
Mr. Aluminum, you kept saying I would never do anything to hurt him. I would never kill him. Are you suggesting that Kent did?
You can't deny that you were jealous of James. You've always been jealous.
Steve, what the hell? I thought we were friends. You know I wouldn't want to kill James.
Mr. Titanium, please let him finish.
You were the one that was hesitant to resolve things with
This is
him.
ridiculous. Why would I kill my own cousin? You can't just believe everything this bum tells you.
See, Detective, how he's so quick to jump at the first person that calls him out?
Let's all just calm down. Nothing is set in stone. But Titanium, things are starting to look more and more suspicious for you.
I can tell you this for sure. If one person had a reason to kill my cousin, it was Jane. Jane Lithium. And she's here tonight as well.
Explain. And do it fast.
My cousin was smart enough to think on his own. But I knew for a fact he couldn't have thought up all those bomb plans by himself. He would be stealing Jane Lithium's ideas and not giving her credit.
Why would he do that? He seemed like a reasonable guy.
He thought there was something off about James. Something Jane wasn't telling him. He suspected that she was unstable or something. Like mentally. Easy target.
Alright, I've heard enough. You're not off the hook yet, so don't get any ideas.
Okay.
So now I'm confused. Certainly, Jane Lithium and Kent Titanium both have reason to want to kill Carbon. Carbon had more resources, he was more abundant. He seemed like the obvious choice, right?
Yeah, Jane wanted a bigger role in the company. The only problem was, Carbon wouldn't give it to her. Is there a chance that that's why she tried to kill Carbon?
So are you saying that Jane is our new primary suspect? That she's hiding something?
I'm not sure. The only way we're gonna find out is if we talk to her.
No! This isn't how any of it happened. Me killing Carbon? That doesn't make sense, especially when he gave me a job, a woman.
You didn't kill Carbon? Then help us make sense of this.
Start from the beginning, Jane. Let's hear your side.
Well, you see, Mr. Carbon and I, we were real good friends. Mr. Carbon and I were acquaintances, but Miss Bonnie and I, we were real good friends. We'd go shopping, talk on the phone, stuff like that. She and a lot of other people kind of thought I was angry at him, though. Probably because I would lose my temper.
Maybe you're as unstable and volatile as they say you are.
that to Bonnie. She was a good friend to me. But wait, I might know someone who would.
Oh yeah? Humor me. Right now.
She and Floyd Oxygen were having an affair. Now, I did not want to tell you. But she is my friend. I don't want to go to prison for something that I didn't do.
Why would Bonnie want to have an affair? I thought she was all happy and satisfied with Carbon. I mean, I thought they had really good chemistry together.
Well, she just bounced in between. It never was anything serious for her. But she just needed someone where she could get rid of some energy away from Carbon, and he wanted something serious, so he asked her to run away and start a family with her.
So you're saying that Floyd Oxygen would have been the one that killed Carbon so that he could be with Bonnie?
Yes! Can't you see? It couldn't have possibly been me!
Yeah, okay, Jane, that's all we need from you. But you better hope you're right. So Jane's theory is that Floyd Oxygen would have been the one that killed Carbon so that he could be with Bonnie?
So if Bonnie really wanted to bond with him, but was nervous about Carbon, maybe, just maybe, she pointed the finger at aluminum and titanium to keep Floyd from being accused.
Exactly. She could be trying to protect Oxygen since they have such a strong bond. We know about the affair, Mrs. Bonnie. That's a pretty big detail that you forgot to mention in a police investigation.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Save it, Bonnie. We could take you in right now for obstructing a police investigation and wasting our time all night. We're through playing these head games with you and your guests any longer.
But I don't understand what my love life has to do with your work. Wait, you don't mean to accuse Floyd, do you?
It's a classic case of single displacement. Floyd wanted you, and the only way he could get that was to get rid of your husband, James Carbon.
It's a lie. Floyd would never react that way.
It's a cold, hard motive, Bonnie. You and Floyd could go away for a very long time. And you could be charged as an accomplice in a conspiracy.
But I never conspired to murder anyone.
Then give me something more on Floyd, Bonnie. Anything.
Floyd didn't take it very well when I told him that I didn't want to run away with him. We got into a fight that day, and a big one. I don't remember exactly what he said, or even if he was being serious, but he said that he might do something about it if I wouldn't leave with him.
Okay, that's something. Were you taking Carbon out of the picture?
I don't want to believe it, but
You! Miss Bonnie is still recovering from James's death, and you're interrogating her again?
We're not here to talk to Miss Bonnie. We're here to talk to you, Floyd.
What can I help you with? Bonnie, what's going on?
Floyd, just sit down.
There's no chair! Where should I sit? I'll sit right here. You don't think I did it, did you?
It's to my knowledge that you and Bonnie were having an affair. You loved her and were angry when she refused to leave with you. So you wanted to make the choice easier for her.
Listen, sir, I didn't go and kill my boss. That's not the type of guy I am. Sure, I said some things, but that doesn't make me a killer. I'm just, some normal guy.
You knew the death of her husband would destroy her, and that you'd be there to pick up all the pieces.
Even big pieces.
Little pieces.
Medium pieces.
Mediocre pieces.
Reese's Pieces?
All pieces.
I have no clue what's going on here, but what do you want to hear, huh? That I hated Carbon? That I wanted the life that he had? The truth is that I cared about Bonnie a lot more than Carbon did. There's nothing I wouldn't do for that woman.
Interesting choice of words, Floyd. I think I've heard enough. We'll see how things go from here.
We've interrogated all of these 3 suspects, and they've all showed their cards. Was it Kent, Titanium, Carbon's cousin and business partner? Did his ambition, greed, and grudges get the better of him and drive him to kill Carbon for his share of the company?
Or maybe Jane, Lithium, Bonnie's best friend, Carbon's employee, clearly unstable. That's a no-brainer. Did that push her over the edge for Carbon taking credit of almost all her work, leading her to bottle up to burst?
Or was it Floyd Oxygen, longtime employee of Carbon, and his wife's secret lover? Did he really believe that the only way to get Bonnie was to make her a lonely widow?
Everyone here tonight was so quick to jump the gun and accuse one another when the cuffs seemed to get tighter. But the question still remains, who killed Carbon?
Alright, we believe that these suspects should be tried by a jury comprised of their peers. So, as I put my hand over each of the suspects, you guys can shout if you believe it was them. Floyd Oxygen. Jane Lithium.
Oh,
Kit Satan.
Floyd Oxygen, get under arrest for the murder of Mr. James Carbon.
But wait. How did Carbon die?
hey, Mr.
Carbon!
See you, Jane?
Thought
you could make it, Floyd? Hello, Bonnie.
Why am I Bonnie? Coming out
Mr.
Holland?
Hope you're enjoying the party.
Ever since you met him, what can I say?
I'm gonna go get a drink.
No, that's okay. Allow me.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Here we go.
Thank you. To the company.
To the company! James!
Somebody call cops! Someone get a paper towel.
Thank you, guys.
One, two, three.
Sorry. Thank you guys for coming tonight. We're only going to do 2 shows tonight, and because there was such a large request for a 3rd show, they decided to come back out. So thank you, I really appreciate it. But to be honest, like, this play was completely put on by the students. Jesse and I had an idea at the beginning of the semester, but they really ran with it. And they did a great job of acting out all the characteristics of the atoms on the periodic table. If you didn't guess it, lithium is very reactive. It's part of the alkali metals, and so that's why she was so explosive. You have titanium and aluminum, which you may not have realized it, but titanium is one of the stronger, more sought-after metals. And aluminum is common and maybe a little bit weaker. Sorry, I had to say it. So they really did a great job of playing on those 2 characteristics. Then obviously there was a lot of talk about bonding and some other little pieces in there, but I just have to give, like, I mean, you guys did an amazing job, and we're really proud of you. Our writers, Mannix and Gagne, who wrote the entire play and brought it to life.
Finals next Friday.